Hey YouTubers, good morning, Robb of it. Guys, I do a little bit of prepping videos on my channel now and then. It's not a main focus, but it's a very important part of my channel. I want to call you guys' attention to a channel called Paratus. If you're interested in prepping, or if you are a prepper, this is a person who's living in South Africa at the moment, and he's giving an excellent information on the situation on the ground in the communities of what's happening to people in South Africa at the moment. He's also been a big advocate of competent and legal gun ownership in his country, and him and other people in his country have been fighting for a long time to be able to have firearms. And at this moment, sadly, unfortunately, the fact that, or thankfully also, because people have firearms in the communities where he's living, they're able to protect them in some cases from extremely large groups of mobs that are basically destroying the infrastructure, the communities, and everything they can in different parts of their country. It's very interesting, fascinating accounts of what's going on from people who are right there in the midst of it, not filtered through any mainstream media or other filters. It's straight from somebody who's living it at the moment. If you're a prepper, or you're thinking about prepping, this is a wonderful education on what's happening to people right now in the country of South Africa. The channel is called Paratus. I'm a new subscriber. I've only subscribed the last few days, but I found that he's been giving an interesting and fascinating account of what's happening. And the lesson to take away from one of the lessons of what's happening in South Africa is the ability of communities that have people in them who were able to legally keep their firearms, have been able to protect themselves and their community members from people who the government has been unable to stop, either through the military or the police, because they're outnumbered by huge amounts. So it's a wonderful lesson, a sad lesson. It's an interesting, fascinating story that's going on. We hopefully it ends soon, and this is just a bad week in the summer of the people in South Africa. It's not something that, unfortunately, the infrastructure is being brutally destroyed. If you don't have clean running water, you don't have civilization. If you don't have transport of food, you don't have the ability to function. So it's not going too well. But there's a lot of lessons to be learned, and I think the people who are preppers, and even those who aren't, could learn something from the people on this channel that are talking about what's happening in South Africa. I thought I'd give a heads up to Paratus and to those members on my channel that are preppers. Like I said, I don't focus on it all the time, but it is part of my channel, and it's something I think that's very important. I've been here in South Florida all my life. There's a couple of times, like after Hurricane Andrew, there were no police for 3 or 4 days. After the riots that happened twice, one time I was living with my grandmother in a trailer next to Liberty City, and there was no way in or out for 3 days. We had the National Guard called out, and it was like you were on your own. So sometimes bad things happen. You need to be prepared, not just weapons, but food and community and support among other people. So it's a good time to be spending some time learning about what's happening, what you can do, and maybe to prevent it. I don't want to get into politics. I don't do politics on my channel, or religion, or or too much else, really. But I did think it was important to talk about this. I hope my prayers go out to all the people in South Africa, and hope it's over soon, and they can unite and form a forward-looking community where things are much better than they are right now. All right, take care. See you out there.